Good morning. It is Friday, so happy Friday to you. This assignment, I hope, is not too hectic and crazy for you, but I thought a video might help you get your brain like kicking about it. So here's the scoop. We learned about the three types of heat transfer: convection, conduction, and radiation, right? And now we want to take those three types of heat transfer and ask ourselves, well, how do those come into play when we're heating and cooling an Earthship house? So on the Jamboard that you open up, the slide that is in the middle, so slide number 2, this is your model of an Earthship house, and it's kind of a it's kind of like an average model of all of the models that you guys created. So here's the overview of it real quick, in case you forgot what an Earthship house is. Um, in the front of the house, we have this greenhouse-like structure. All right, so it's going to be mostly made of glass, and it is going to be facing the direction where the sun is most likely going to give it the most intense sunlight. All right. The middle of the house is like the living quarters. You'd call it like the interior of the house. This is where your living room, your kitchen, your bedroom, your bathrooms, that's where all of that's going to be housed. The back of the house is made up of dirt, and it also has a wall of tires behind it. All right. Some additional features within the house, there's skylights, which I put them here, but I think in the video they showed the skylights in the greenhouse area. That could be a thing. There's also a cooling tube vent towards the back of the house that runs through that entire dirt wall, tire wall mound. All right. So that's the gist of your Earthship house. I did put a sun here because that's going to be important. Now your job is to go through and label where possibly could radiation help to heat or cool this house. So why do you think I put the sun there, right? So like the big one is the sun's radiation directly helps to heat up the greenhouse, right? So you could put arrows here. You could put a sticky note that describes that. The next one would be, where does conduction occur within this house? So remember, conduction is where there's contact between two things. So think about where might walls be connected and how could conduction occur there? Where's the heat going to be transferred? What about at different times of the year? I'm going to direct you to focus mostly on this back part of the house. That's my hint to you. And then the last part is convection. Where does convection occur within the house? Like, how does that help heat to diffuse throughout the entire house? On the flip side, how does convection help to cool the house when it's much hotter? And my hint to you there is, think about these venting systems that they have within the house and how that can help direct the flow of energy throughout the house. So this is your only job for this morning, is to brainstorm a couple of different ways that the three way that that's an odd way to say it. Brainstorm how heat transfer is occurring within an Earthship house and label it on this diagram. If you feel super stuck, go back and rewatch the video from the very first assignment. I think that was in 1-25 Earthship House video. I would highly recommend going back and rewatching that video. They talk about a lot of different ways that heat is transferred and controlled within that Earthship house. Now, this afternoon is when we're going to tackle this model of the entire Earth. Okay, so do not touch this morning. Don't worry about it. Just worry about this slide here. Same goes for the reading that you're going to see in the assignment. Heat transfer on Earth, that's not going to help you with the Earthship model. Okay. I mean, unless you need a review of the three types of heat transfer, this is not going to help you on the Earthship model. It's only going to help us in the afternoon when we talk about the entire globe and how heat is transferred there. If you have any questions, remember that there are office hours today. I think they go from 11:20 to 11:40, and then again after lunch from 12:30 to 12:45, I think. Otherwise, email is great. You can send me a question on email. I'll respond right away. Let me know what you guys need. Otherwise, we'll see you guys this afternoon.